This is Boadu TV. Truth and integrity.
Boadu TV so ne yema nyina akwaba na Otu Darko ene squad no awingo bet no afire the afa special prosecutor of friends and show for nhye mu kire furata ne sem no bia kwakowie na wuti de Otu Darko no maka na kura ne se akwa ne dwuma no wontimi nye yempam no simple yempam no na pam na ebe pam no nso ne asem no kwan be nso na ebe fa ebe pam na say petition kwa na ne de komre mu maye kwaye hwan ya na say wo hwa na ya pam na sa keke mra no na ebe kire wo but wuti nsema boys ne ka NDC for ne ka MPP kra bi ka say akwa no ntimi nye o de saba be fufure ni so say furata doketos hwan ya na o pede fi abrichire ne saka he o de sa furata won fa ne ma o ntimi fa ne ma ye pama kwano.
We did not relent, even in the face of the negativity. We went ahead. When we relaxed, placing him on the list of wanted persons on representations that he may show up at a certain time, some members of the public took it as weakness in us. Although what we were doing was that if a person says that they are so ill that they cannot show up, you grant them that regard for them to heal before they come in. But on his own stated date, he failed to show up, whereupon we placed him back on the list of wanted persons. Then we drew more negative flack that we were talking too much. But all that time, we knew exactly what we were doing because our intelligence was solid, that this person just didn't want to come to the country voluntarily. By March of 2025, we had collected all the evidence that we needed to aid in the prosecution of this matter. However, two things were outstanding. One, we needed official verification of a lot of the items that we had intercepted, especially in respect of communication. And this required the input of our major foreign partners. Indeed, the packet arrived on Monday in validation of what we had way back in March. Then, early June, I think it was 10 June, we carried out further searches and seizures at two offices of SML, one in Accra in Osu and one in Tema. And there we retrieved computer servers and hard drives that had to be subjected to forensic examination.
But we should not forget, SMEL, for so many times they tried. Now, Omunya PPA approval, because according to the Public Procurement Authority, now Omuni Akwademubia, they had no experience, or if they had, it was very little. And as much as they tried, no, to me, anya sa opportunity, no, until Omukodano, no SML, 7 months later, Omudane no yen SML no. Umunya sa contraji na office of the special prosecutor kisi ejabi ekase mu kire se one technical company a wo technology solutions ana obi te se owura kenuforiata nkrofo a no me great backbone, and in fact owura kenuforiata was singled out say on no that technical brain behind that SML maybe you know be say he's one if not the leading candidate of Omwa on a charge one. Eti menoka say as a 2024 sika na yetria ama SML so am nkonko yesa adwuma no about 1.4 billion. But you see utie kisi ejabi nkomo no mu a nea and maybe I'll come there. You see the question is saying the crack say say inkofo we Burkina Faso afa kweti kwan so ama Ghana you're raping his saying na me kra saying after all this brofo what next after all this state of nation address me kra saying after 2 hours Accra FM we airtime now na motoye for the interest of Ghana ye dear TSN me kra saying are we just interested in brofo? And maybe as a word of advice to the office of the special prosecutor mo pe brofo kese do communicate so that laymen better as here. Now, some technical terms, legal jargons, and I could say, yes, some of that is what we are saying. And the point they are making is that they were falling on their foreign partners. And so they needed to do a validation of the extradition order and the account. Look, some of us, some of us will be young, but they are following near much. And when we see, say, people are lying through the attitude, we see it. The bottom line here, you can see that being catch and say, we're down for so teacher say, bra pennies or papa ne attorney general is because a yes stream side, lawyer stream side, deputy AG, my Ghana 40 as here say, Mum fucking for rata docket in Emra, not changing the chamo fema. It is since when Anna docket in here ready? Since when? Nancy Anna papa Becca's as him way. And I say, so papa na mom tuja. Ama the likes of Otu Darko no mo aka yantena kasafidie so anka ya adwan kyerɛ mo anka mo hunu. You are just wasting the taxpayers' money. And if I had my way, make good office no na workers na honum no ya choma go other ministries so we cannot keep on wasting our monies like that. So far I instituted the office of the special prosecutor. Just give me a candidate who is behind bars, and yet we still pay them. Look at the number of workers on the office of the special prosecutor. With no disrespect to you if we're a worker there. I know, say, unemployment, you need to get something out of your joblessness. If I'll call for a collapse of the office of the special prosecutor, of course, I'll be sensitive enough to add, say, other government agencies or other government ministries. So. But I don't see why we should keep that office and spend so much money. In any case, how different is it from the Economic and Organized Crime Office, Yoko? How different is the Office of the Special Prosecutor job from Economic and Organized Crime Office? How different is it? Anywhere you look at it, corruption and corruption-related offenses, organized crime, anyway, if it has to do with fraud, whatever, then how different is it? How different is it? National Investigation Bureau, formerly BNI, OSP. Can they do it? Charlie, we don't waste money for the country. A lot of people need money for very, very important things, and we just push money in keeping offices. It's a waste of everybody's time. Look, I respect you as a lawyer. You may be seasoned. I respect office. At least me senior Krugumu Honum, so I'm careful when I'm talking about such matters near there. But I think it's a total waste of our time. 2 hours now, 1 hour 50 something minutes. Just repetition, repertoire. I don't a musician. Who doesn't know the SML story? Who doesn't know? Nia okay yeah to say a could be a CIA and Crawford or charge you with corruption and corruption related offenses. Only park we want me at say a Juma Crampa, your contract woman, now many experience. They fell on one West Blue company. West Blue no crampo any GRE, any contract. And yet omu many go so am call so at a point can Foriata Efra West Blue when West Blue fell out. Or down say omu making sure say omni microphone by Juma. And SML any experience na they realize say now they can fall off. Meanwhile, the needed tools are omni by Juma so no many be. All these things have been established. It's in a crack run say. Me, I'm not interested in brofu and legal jargon. So I am interested in practicality. Arrest a crofano or cromhanamoro. America for here, there. They come take our people as slaves, and when we need our own from America, what is taking us forever? What kind of joke comedy is that? You see, this country, because if we run a country like this, I'm sorry, there's no future. I'm sorry. No. Maybe that my tongue crew na machiche obian baby aperikokota. What kind of aggro is that? It's the CI microphone. When was the last time a power back actually say Ken Ofori-Atta has been on the red alert of the Interpol? When? So many weeks ago, even months ago. It is our time now doing the red alerts. Friend fugitive no. Now I say onya ne factor na. Afen and the foreign partners no. I'm a factor na. It on what basis? On what factual account? I know the papa ne too. A red alert of the Interpol. On what basis? And he called him a fugitive. And Kwame, adia bakure hunu kra ne say. Uhwehwe mu a GR kra person me say sa SML kra me yadwuma kakra. And yes, who more crying say we KPMG report na based on your papa ikan KPMG crampo any OSP crabo brakakra. Person what say SML just said they had certain failures, but at a point omutimi yadwuma kakra. Eti I am perceiving say nyama we aye ku kura with some. I'm telling you, mark today's date. Mark today's date. Because KPMG a reputable company, audit firm. Because was it 2012 elections? So many more year Juma. What? It was KPMG. So KPMG is one of the most reputable companies we have in our country. Etina Samu Beka same way. Now we are 1.4 billion for less job done. Near Tianum like how? My main microphone now boom dino. Huh? Or say Ken Ofori-Atta. These are people I are charging them with corruption and corruption-related offenses. Ken Ofori-Atta. Now, but you're streaming live on Facebook. You're streaming live on Facebook. Oba, what do you feel about Kisia Jabin? Me, I don't feel good about him. I'm telling you. You know, I don't know how to hide my feelings. I'm not a coward journalist. Anna, me journalists are like me pressing. Me kind of crash now. Yeah. Many Ken Ofori-Atta and come free because I am perceiving like Kisia Jabin here. Nkasa wa bekan. Wa here na akwa the last day of job war. Me na catch it. And Mr. President, wo man yen eni mebu hon ma ye kaya no act fast amai. What do I say? Eni men kwe ye okrom o mani nje sa economy ni dia wo hye but corruption related cases in aka. And we know you will deliver, but certain element, deliver. So we delay. Get them out, Mr. President, get them out. Eti Ken Ofori-Atta is here and they are charging them. One Akori, Emmanuel Kofi Onuna, or your former GRA boss. Only free on them na Reverend Amishadai by Reverend Amishadai. So, sir, on so you're charging them. Isaac Cranesale, and a SML boss Nankasa, Anna Kwame. O boss Ken Okwadwo damwa so na kwadu ko soja no Kwame kwacha danfo pa na Kwame we de ye na friend ono so ya charge no enti no it's not about the charges so me say the crack the saying you see I'm in anything I you see it doesn't matter how learned your attorney general is. Look, one of the most learned and experienced intelligent attorney generals I bet menya wo ewiase yen ayene Dominic Ayene. He's such a very learned man. But sometimes his lackadaisical attitude no ehame. Or yeah, also a watertight. Look, to tell me you have a watertight evidence means and ferment me fast evidence in time. So what are you waiting for, sir? Go to the court and get justice for our country. Go to the court, get justice for our country. Minti, minya lawyer until I'm konso. Yeah? It is a lawyer. No what you have to be attorney general. You gotta act it. I respect whatever you're doing. I understand, sir. It must take process. I must take, sir. You must be meticulous. So, but tobo. No one just certain evidences and send where you all kind of it is that. Sorry. Very well. Maybe or minor. Maybe we'll have a different way of seeing things. But maybe that's just the good news reported, say. But look, how good is it? Because then, what can I say, you have charged him for corruption and corruption-related offenses. It's not about charging Ken Ofori-Atta here. You. Yes, if I Ken Ofori-Atta break room, that is what we're talking about. What took your partners in America so long to validate? And yet, how many power had more? Then you quickly validate. Huh? I just say, Yankasa chromophobia from America, Baha, near home, as a country, 3 hours, then we go and sign extradition order and validation order. And yet, it takes them forever to release. Are we not a sovereign nation? Me? I'm more new than I mean. Accra FM. I tell him say you were falling on your partners. I feel our partners now. So what, sir? Some partners, he may be referring to FBI and maybe the criminal. I beg your pardon. CIA full name near there. Central Intelligence Agency of USA. I'm sure say they may be the partners and some other groupings with intelligence. Huh?
Okay, as in systems now, I'm going to review. Or retrieve or SML.
There be also the foreign partners.
Yes, also more soup, they retrieve systems, and to get the proper analysis, it's easy. So they fall on their foreign partners.
Yes.
Now after the report, and the report came to prove to what they were having. That's what he said.
Yes, but we have not contradicted from that position.
You have contradicted. So
how?
So it's not.
I've not contradicted.
It's not his partners in terms of extraditory, but his partner in terms of SML issues.
So firstly,
is that what
the matter.
Yes, that was what.
No.
I didn't get it that way.
No, that's not.
Okay, you can replay.
The matter na
you can play that portion.
Matter na can SML.
Yes.
And you see, if he had said that earlier. He said it under the extradition order.
Yes.
So every conversation we are having must be tailored and narrowed towards the extradition order.
Nana, he was very specific.
He was specific.
Yes, you see, my understanding is the foreign partners for extradition here, partners outside the country.
That's what I'm saying.
To be able to bring Ken Foyata to Ghana.
Exactly.
That's what he meant. That's what he meant. Oh, Asaki, that's what he meant.
Because I read from Chumbofo, what is it Chumbofo, right? I think he said that was yesterday or today. He said it on today's Thursday, right?
But why are you referring to Chumbofo?
He himself has
OSP Nakasa. Also Chumbofo.
Your life.
Yeah, we are live.
Okay.
No, so let me introduce you. Sorry. Is the name Nichiren?
Yeah, Nichiren Apia Boadi.
So Nichiren Apia Boadi.
Thank you.
Ekasama NDC Ofia Samsona chairman Samson Asaki Awingo, the national chairman MAP PNC Importers Exporters Association of Ghana. Mira Samson Kwantre for Penny Divine Nkrumah, director of Media Relations Center for Justice Rule of Law. Meeting the Nana Otu Darko. So of course, and come on, but we are by there. Yeah, no one said na young cancer. Mama Kwaba officially. But of course, yeah, no introduction to crime and community. Forgive me, but I feel that office is wasting everybody's time, and I feel that our taxes are going, into that next. I feel so.
Thank you. I think it's here for saying now. Eddie to Janum. If I win good. I think when I was coming, I said, I'm going to Accra FM. So my station was on Asampa. So I said, let me switch to Accra.
Okay.
To be switching on to say special prosecutor or is it half year report or what is it?
That be said, Emrano Shen said I think quarterly.
Yeah.
So I realize, okay, first and foremost, let me say that the special prosecutor is not serious. My being to me on unity. Them. On unity, them. Look, me who she? Madam Hamidu Baye, no. Madam Hamidu can say, or you share information now. Minister says, man, okay. Enter okay, no. And I'm trying to report, and I'm what?
That's right.
And I got time Baye. Tell me, since Obaye, no. So do 3 years, and I broke up.
Oh, I show. 3 years.
Yeah. Literally.
Yes.
So 3 years.
Obedi.
Or team for one flyer, Koji. And now, team catcher say, me buy no team your recoveries 10 million Ghana cedis or 20 million Ghana cedis. Me who baby our team catcher on your record. And now, the report now on my recoveries are on here as part of the investigation, no, or to recover this amount of money for the state. So our property firm, asset and property baby, our ne act no.
Okay.
Nti otimiji
asset recovery.
Yeah, asset recovery.
Yes.
Nti Obano has he been able to report success ni?
At that point he said he saved us some money.
How much? Save and now recovery. Saving is different.
No, yes.
Saving is different. Say
right.
The crime is about to commit
And you say
now must stop it. But many of the cases no skara ya di wi o. Commit crime na ya commit wi. Enti me who say special prosecutor that you by my proper report say me timi discuss say me timi prosecute way to the latter ya we the case court say or dibem onko fi court ni de ane ana kunu de ane ana court say dabi odifo okọ for afiase okoda afia menu afiase menu ana mensa even a week me who be that ana mbo me bo awon kacha me
maybe ni ho.
Maybe that's not happening.
Maybe brofo no baba kacha.
Oh,
Brofo de de. Brofo kwa na akwa we kasa wo ho. Unzo ka no report o kan say odamanase azore any mami bi odamanase. Me Azake, me here press conference go back on SML.
yes.
Everywhere okay pa. And I called the special prosecutor to zoom in. And I said they should stop GRS to stop paying him. And because say the same thing on claims so we downstream no. Uko MPA
doing the same thing.
The Rock City BBB.
MPA doing the
They
same
are
job.
doing the same system. Juma na mo no. Omo ye juma bia. That was the time my Sam give you pay ba say omo ni gold ball omo ni juma bia aye. Who can pass that? And 3 days later after my press conference no. And special prosecutor akwa osuko kwasuku and I'm going to arrest here. Okay, pa. After my, just go back and check the day I did my press conference. Now, who about that must one damasi? Who officers? I'm going to arrest you. Who officers? Go yes arrest you. Almost I try me letter no more. Metro for letter number every watch. Ana metro from office no for letter. Send my invite you. Omo try me letter through omo the director of prosecutor no the first akuru
yeah.
me call ho on me go say ya the Mustafa Ahmed and the other team now you see me omo ko the PPFU and never there be scan omo so di wo MPA no kan no and omo na ba ye and me ko to public procurement authority new boss no and the management almost so bad that ya kwatra ha answer on baba friend me call because two big investigators like 8 or so or more than that oba who see I be able to tell say omo see it for do oba na to no sam here na abaisa ka ho ti sa da ko be break ko da abukukum me ti say le ko ba ami say da na no hwan omo so ba ye e na omo chu mu ko to what dey say e no oba ya report na who am me on damasi
Now they didn't hear.
Na nya me
Chamasa
no you arrest okwa sweeping me can me press conference na are na omucho me letter
Arrest na mo koye and that super no mo ye work SML mo headquarters and then omo tema office no. And me press conference. And you press conference. I don't know what say. I was a part of interest for them to talk to me, so I should come. I don't know what
you say, Chairman. In all this,
but Mammy can't say.
Chairman, and Chiano de Fatu and
Papa, we know, Monsieur on coffee, Monsieur on Timmy Yajumano, Monsieur Jumano, Deputy Attorney General can say, almost on fire reporting in that document in Ambra. It is only the Attorney General that can trigger. Go to court and trigger for the extradition. And yet, any special prosecutor, sir. And then, that's some no kind.
Sir, no, what's the time, no? You mean you're ready because they were falling on some foreign partners. If you open what I say, Cecilia and I are ready. It's now I was expecting to yes, okay. Cecilia, the docket in the court. And Chairman, I'm sorry. Would you look at this and divine Pastor Masajadi with mommy in the first place? Also February and now declare a fugitive.
Yeah.
Yes.
And put him on a wanted list. 80.
In fact,
now person watching until one will say can over that Satam Ghana for pressure, but only the now you thought say as one man America crack a hilly. 80 Samimetiasia can over that or Yarintina name for the same person who say a failure now will fall on some foreign partners say on Boadu with some validation. So which is which?
And see, that is where men of enemy can say, okay, so Omokoye sa subo SML headquarters no, and the office no, data no, they retrieve no, they needed professional or technical what do you call it to analyze the data, but report never it coincide with what they were the evidence they were relying on. So it means that when they pick the system from SML no, they've taken it to maybe outside Ghana for system analysis to analyze the data well. And also give them their verdict.
That is also
based
possible.
On that one, no, they've now see that it's synchronized with what they were holding or they were perceiving that this is the corruption.
Good. Talk to the KPMG report.
Yes.
Because the KPMG report no so contradict.
Yeah, also KPMG report no. He disagree with them. Yes, I know. Also, he disagree with them. Recommendation where I say he disagree with them, and he was happy that previous the guest outgone Commissioner General no stop Mamino stop paying them. Mamino Reverend Nkoye no Mamino take over.
Oh, okay, man, Kennedy.
Oh, proceed. Mami, it was a woman. Yes, she was. I think she should be the first woman to take over GR as Commissioner
for a short while.
Yes, for a short while. Yeah. So she stopped first and foremost. She stopped the downstream. She stopped the downstream. Was it in November or so? Or Boadu no? Then stop paying them in December. SML. So meaning they were paid till December. Now I'm gonna say on to ya. Sama me no no kwaya so Dr. Anthony Baye no. So I can tell you quite clearly that hey Krista Dapa your friend Bakuru Johnson what is the minister there no
Cecilia
Dapa you go cry fresh if I talk remember oriko on fanko bibia o wa no ho bibia da Kisi Ajabe no office ho no just so per cars papa just so he love machines me too obi ho na mu da be no say o say that no mo ye international corrupt program no Parliament House and conference center no you see cars di Kisi Ajabe ba no yes machine you for machine ya car machine.
So what is the connection? Kind of connection.
Oh no budget no budget no one budget na ye recover special prosecutor do.
So what are you insinuating?
Pepe sikadi ngwa no modi.
Oh.
Omo ntimi butterfly on ntimi fa mosquito court there reprimand ni pana ana ya jail ni pana ana ya retrieve energy. Hey that be a bro.
Thank you chairman.
Waste of taxpayers money.
But okay, your baby lead demonstration. And
against special prosecutor.
Yeah, he must go.
Hashtag
we will lead that demonstration.
Hashtag Kisi Ajabe must go.
Kisi Ajabe
must go.
And almost scrap office no.
And
my memory ora appear so.
Yes sir. Yes. Second time, but first day I'm say oh baby. See no one trim. Doc never trim. Doc never trim. Yeah. Me also kana.
Chairman, and you have number one comment and live show.
Live show.
As a only divine. See the uncle.
Nana medasi. Na mami mfanchi akasi ya ma me penyi the Honorable Felix Kwachi Ofosu, Minister for Government Communication. Na menchia the MP for Ablekuma Central Constituency, the Honorable Abdul Latif Dan. Na nabeka se the Office of the Special Prosecutor no. Ubisamia nabeka se the foundation for its establishment when it was flawed. Na metrim because say you Attorney General and a Minister of Justice. Now you were other investigative bodies like the police CID or more prosecutors. You were Iyoko office. Yes, also was Shraj. Any other agencies, one case was Nana BNI, former BNI, and now NIB. All these are agencies are almost investigation. Some face challenges are almost too many AG collaborate to be able to prosecute people like this. Omo di aban sika na say omo fa aban properties. Entemeno obisamia the setting up of the OSP office no na an agenda badanado to be able to go after NDC party officials. Na again say NDC for diska. Enteno yen setting up office bia will target them. Ento be sure me did say at a point in time na Martin Amidu, he was a disgruntled member of the NDC. At a point. Enti Nanadu mu say me fasa nimpa we ya obeko against the NDC members. Obe arrest omo, he will prosecute them. Yen nyina enim nsem sisi ya Yera Martin or resigning as first special prosecutor. I de mark isi ejabin. Enti me no me did say ejuma yefa AG you find a deputy or a whole lot of office, logistics personnel. He can do the work because you see, Nana, why would we create a different office? No, I investigation na AG akoje na that person will prosecuted. You see, there were a lot of developmental problems in Ghana. Mini asake kabi who share the logistics for the OSP officer. Mijiri say you bet to me they strengthen the AG office. Say who say or lack some kind of logistics via own to main prosecutor. Why don't we strengthen that office rather than to go and create a different office? And for me, you know, Ubisami the character of Kisi Dabian, me who say or ye a very crafty person. Because yes, okay, binana, there are people who work in his office. I agree with you perfectly, say the office of the OSP must be collapsed immediately without delay. As I say, menfa only 3 issues are what touch on. Yenfa, for example, is the part issues. No? Yenfa Christmas tree issue. Yera adomochri edano. Yenfa yera Ken issues we. The only thing we see is he comes out and blow hot air. Obe press conference. Yebechi nipa say. Yebechi we. But in the end, we say oba out forcefully. Now the issues now calms down. Now I say Oshasiye but we meaning I say your creative office say near say oh prosecutor. What Ghanaians want to see, they say what prosecute you be? Morieska ya jiska no. Ya intinya njimpo ya jeli sa nipa no. Na obi a owosa intention to steal no. Wesuro. But almost all the cases are out. High profile cases no. Si echi nipa ni wie na onya bail na nipa ni nam ho free. So for example, Boadu case he say akwesi saying that is a question. Omane ko tena office for so many hours.
Na Paul de am de yen cases so say yen nyina TV.
Yes.
So sick na nanum be free. Now, if indeed it is the point, how do you create or have such an independent or so-called body? Now, influence. No.
Nana, that office
on the 100,000 Christmas tree.
Thank you.
So, or him be afraid.
even if, which I don't agree, if you are maintaining this particular officer, Kisie Jabin, to me, he lacks the intelligence to be able to handle that particular office. Me see a press conference, can send me who say
intelligence he may have, but what should that?
Thank you. I want to say he is only majoring in the minors. You see, before he ended the press conference, Kasembi said, "Onim Dr. Ayini, na down for power or try na dear." Tamana Ayini is sitting down Accra for the first time, no, or a foreman. All these things are unnecessary. We don't need that. We don't need that.
No.
We don't need that.
No, in communication, and those lawyers, they put it under the bracket of critical thinking and practical reasoning.
Thank you.
It is called appeal to pity. Appeal to pity. You think
yes,
he's rallying the emotions of the masses.
Appealing to pity is completely, it's a fallacy.
It's fallacy.
People like you and myself, we can read in between the lines.
How many can?
That's why we are doing the advocacy here. Because here, Saudi Kayini will say, I can see myself in him. He can't see himself in me. All those things are frivolous issues. And now what I'll say is that we are appealing to His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. The office of the OSP, it has outlived its purpose.
I don't know what the act says.
You see, it will go through. Those who are in the legal realm will educate us. It will go through a process. Nobody in office is absolute. Regardless of security of tenure, you can be removed through a process. Yes. And what I was saying is the reasons for we bringing Kisie Jabin as OSP, I think he has not lived to expectation. And it's about time I will say to me, if you're then about to be able to prosecute people, to retrieve monies for the country, he has no business.
I know the budget every year. If you be the budget, the budget goes and they spend it.
He said he spends the funds.
Yes. So you should give a result.
So Kisie Jabin
is proven by the Auditor General report. But since some of these things, if we cannot prove it,
no. I'm saying that the budget that we give to special prosecutor office of the special prosecutor. I don't know.
So what the judging based on
the output? Yes.
So if you spend the money, you must give us result.
Okay, we can say that Sikana Edemano no. I will say who esum faswo.
San meka.
Say who esum faswo there. Now it is as good as waste.
And the aircraft will treat them out.
And me see.
Yes, sir. Open your lawsuit.
Budget now call the office or no.
Yes.
They are spending it.
You see,
if we pay them, they must work for us.
Thank you. Now, Meka say.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Me buying me party NDC. You say you the oral ba. Now all the loot among for you want to recover. The OSP office, office beer, and kase boy juma. Operation recover all loot no be juma ye. But at this particular point in time, you will say OSP office no sabi emwa. Tell me you say kikan a minister more through budgetary allocation. You output via into our appeal to our party hierarchy. To His Excellency say, Sisia de OSP office it has become like a white elephant. A minister, but the results is not being seen. Until I believe in the coming days, the government should be able to review the work of the OSP. Now you say Sika Komuno and corresponding with output our appeal to the president. Young collapse office with immediate effect.
Anything I hear parliamentary approval, you have to test.
Yes, absolutely.
You have to test. So if it's anything that must go through parliament, because PPA a year okay. Not just say SML for no crampono. Sir, contract no year apart from say so source and call parliament for approval. It was without parliamentary approval. So if you have established all these things, sir,
assemble OSP so can ya me did say a money argument wey na fraud ni say who started to bring Ken Japan Fuata down now nya fact na nwie enti nya fact na nwie ya then tin na pre ho say on free abrochi embra Ghana. And at this point in time I can say he's only buying time and or the adwin e di agro. And our appeal once again say anything it takes for us to go through the process legally to remove OSP Kisie Jabin there. I was about to be here immediately.
I'll still come back to you live. Accra 100.5 FM Citizen Shows. Yeah, we to me joining. My who messages be braba making can be amamo surely separate place here. or say I don't need animals without sense. Hey, no, be any, no. And the one else, also no too. You know, your president is a lesson one. Wait for an action. Okay, but like we said, we are here to educate. Until we are not president, current me, you know, and until we can be kind of tenor of office, name is security of office. If we are not to say a Supreme Court judge there, then I'm sure it will go through a certain process. Okay, Comfort Jagbly, Nana, good evening, please. How far with the MP of Ponkata Manso? Okay, so no sooner also the OSP was established by Akufo-Addo to go after former NDC appointees and not to fight corruption because the NPP government itself was corrupt very well. Ben Boafo, also not this guy. It's making sense very well. Paul so just NDC is better than NPP. Francis Oseya Akufo-Addo said he will protect the public press, but failed to do so. Mami Owusua, the OSP must be closed down. It's a waste of our taxpayers' money. The president must act now. Mami can 3 and come home. Now you need come okay, I've done this already. Let's do this. Yakini Kadiri. Or see, OSP is not on top of issues. He should be sacked immediately after he came live with nothing. It's a long message that Mami Fenso so because of time. And finally, let me do this. Wafaki says good afternoon. Kuda also too. I don't blame them. I blame the man. Now we have. Very well. So near ono so air canon Mami ko divine in chroma. Ono and same way follow pa na ono so yenti na num sem. Minia
Nana
we the wani madija.
Mchia o
mejo so niya.
Mchia tie fo so
Ondas.
Ana mchia mpanyifo so ya hia wa hase.
So
Asamno de omo aka nyina ntina na otu awdim se de me be ka hompo de kakra bi
So de na obetu justice ya.
na oni bibi
Aje chere.
before I meba OSP
Okay.
meba Attorney General.
Great.
Corruption and corruption related issues ni na ye kan wasam. Let's discuss the main person in question. Ayeke no Furiata.
Fantastic.
And also link it to the AG's press conferences awaye in the past in recent times. Na me eya na say me tibro futan time bi a me tikasa bi a me bufu me hu ni say nyansa bia ni sa kasa ni mu according to me. And he say you see the person is innocent
Until
proven guilty. And almost say yen kase alleged.
Yes.
For me can be bia alleged bia. I will call them thieves until say court no ebeba be catch them say otherwise no onkofo no omo nyesa. But until then once a press conference is na AG no omo frustrate ejuma na oye no because it is making the party one unpopular. And let me tell my MPP communicators in the almost say I'm a grassroots for no venture manga no executives for hey say sana sika we na individuals na mo wo sika no hye mkoto kom ana ma fa mboa grassroots for no ntia mo pese AG enjai ka but you see effort AG ni hye mu a all share the light on the corruption, the thievery and all those things. It is good. Me that for the first time I many fear me politics I made me move. This is the first time I made to say yes say ebia abayaba or my breakdown ejiba or my breakdown of case tie eji no ye waka o ye na ya man adwuma so onye e no be my report say musi me nyese me be ko but say ni say information and am kita me de ko e no nkyere say obu obi for answer no dia kodu court e breakdown of the my court ne ko kire wasemu. That's right. And I don't know to omo ye trick bi person omo nkyere say oh nipa no on fire de ne ye onim ho hwe enti innocent until proven guilty. Sure me no kasa say let's put the whole discussion in perspective. Ya dia ira anayira he yadeɛ ayera anayera sɛ yadeɛ ayera ne ehu na yɛ nyina yɛgye tum sa ayera hwan na ɛhyɛ ne nsa yadeɛ no ayera yɛ ɔno to imagine sɛ yɛse yɛde studio wei ahyɛ wo nsa microphones w'anim monitor set ɛne nneɛma nyinaa na ewie show no a unu producer mo pie no the next person be host show be ba microphone ni ho
First point here.
That's all.
First point.
Monitor ni ho. Na ho. Amiwa no o say me en kasa ye wo kopim time a ebi a ye behu. Miwa no so na ofi ha. It at say wo be kire say eni because you see there's something we call ultimate responsibility. Ye di jawa ne di asoa o. It is say ye di beja wo nko na se hwemu a. Ayira ye ko bi so bi foforo. It's almost person play trick be say at the end of proving guilty. Yes, national service ghost eba honum. What's me and Kase ghost? Me want no audit report to nature. And it's the same trick they played with us. Pius Ajide. You remember Pius Ajide trick now we playing? Australian visa scandal.
Yeah.
Yes, setting up CID committees here investigation. Yeah, it's exonerate. Pius Ajide. Yes, you. Yenjano. Yes, you. Me want no. For the fact and for the record, so not more than 60 journalists had been deported. Yes, it's almost sitting on copy. And when you listen to them, almost say, Parasajide na ya arraignment charge you no do mo call here. Imagine. When him say ya asem no was here the basa. 2024 Hajide campaign e won the chrome. And no abeka say walk up pesan so aba. Ade na ye Australia no to ma me. Mesan so ye bio.
Aga.
Na mo say you forget say you see wo di bone. You see buffer stock sika ayira
yes
yehu musi mi enka say wo ayo director on di kenka say wine me dem enka say we akopim time o be kira me say okay mpacho me director no manfa be me operations beka say nyame district manager ni ye trade ni ewusa apaye ka asem no ba utumi kan chem say boni asi ye nyina yitum say asi ba ye pese be point fingers me wanye nyina na di boni no okay the same applies to asama me beka say see with kenoforiata issue we hwe unim me I'll come to OSP ma be kan asem but kenoforiata no mummy address no senior te senior fata hwe start to say kenoforiata asem o sa brofia me kai o man ka say he is not guilty until proven guilty. That's right. And almost see yenja no kenoforiata nya hwe bibi oye bia no oye no lawfully on na mombra kwan so hwe second for ata animuti na waye papa adan na yeto abawie ye as a former finance minister ye hand over ye nya hwi babam eno dwane ye to ahu ye ba den no ye ti no nim de ye ba on pese obeba enu na esi ebisa no se sia no se ye ntokwa ni nyina no ye OSP AG eni eja nipa na onu na mo no because the party for ne se ne ho kroje onye eboni bia meanwhile the man is running hwe unto ye tia sesi na mi fi down honum sesi a na me ba show ya na obi say me be ra studio no obi adem ni ka ba studio ha say ma snatching the phone and I'm there ra studio ha say and I go for police for ba ya o ma fa anko fa ngum nsa mo say wo ye show into the show no uwia ye hia wo police station be kire mu say o na fire na say won fire me ameji mu say me fire na me wie na me tu me car na me coffee after 2 days e bisa me say na phone na sem no umba e be ka say wan na wia anya ye mi na be ka say na
da bia no ama police station
wia ya bre iti kana for yata say on fire hwe on mokro no bia adan no making himself available na ye question no na nipa na dwane me no ka say first one oba e o se na hwe wan ya omukwa surgery the surgery time no ye kasa ombra ye mbonu mbra na na rebe issue statement say by June kota de na doctor say ni clear no June aba betwa mo hwe July August September October more than 5 months aye koi obi anka hwe say meanwhile this guy is pretending say yarefo hwe or 2 flights no aba Liberia no abesha the business partners the business partners be feel Liberia no ma sha no Washington no aba UK and no go up and down to and fro ni e see yenja no nam honum ni OSP mekasa we must address this or your thief if he's not a thief he should come kronfuo or your kronfuo me I have no sympathy for that man because and the SMA report here kan yi imagine so wo ye Ghana ni also do Ghana pa obema sa asem we abefo afichire say no value for money na wo share chire na se sika o man Ghana ahwere more than 2 billion na President John Dramani Mahama na say ya okọ Japan contract okọ sign ya o me break every year 100 million okọ bu nkotodwe ska ben me wa na sumasi nipa ba kopɛ DC test kan nyina wo Ghana hase eti you know me say momu ya na kanu frata mama ne look to say or special being bi na asem ne ye kan ne yie
oba ba diska koyo
onyo bia be ye say adaje won ho say OSP yam onu enoke heads not abrochire chele. The reason why he's behaving like that is that he's buying time for himself. See, all of them are buying time because say I come few exist. So they will, because you the point is that obia no one more obetimi akwakobo samai charges samai the charges. So that's how they are preparing themselves. Say
no obi say anti passport no we did 2 crime. Can't we revoke from here?
No, you see, until it has expired. And a court will soon be massa order.
Na court to the
oh, how? No, let me tell you.
Oh, yes, citizen.
Citizenship. They won't even travel. No, as citizens of America. Guyana, you know, citizenship. They can decide not to travel. And you see, when you even do that, it's like what money pan who can say, what ostracizing. What would I want to no can say on back. Yeah, man, the same man is free way, nunca say, no, not because he keep political asylum. Yeah, Jessica, because yes, I know best keep political asylum. And the US 4% charges, no, imagine so. And they extradite no, and that's some of the number.
No, Mr. Bisayo. Now, President Mahama can say give the award any civil issues no. Yes. President Mahama can say
interventions
that is instructed you could say they should put their tabo. And so more properties.
Yeah.
Can the operator to omba? The jumper there were example
properties and businesses.
Me the tabo to do the property data
enterprise insurance.
No. You see, let me tell you. It's not that simple. You are simplifying the issue. See, when it comes to company regulation management, you can't personalize it.
Different entity.
A different entity. You separate it from the individual. So you see, the point is that so OSP no post speech no my or make an aligning statement to be said. Within that short period, the 50 short no, some schemes been administrating niama CC niama. It's obo in yo. Na kebeba ni say na data bank e wa ha ekenu furata dia enterprise o ko hwehwe ni owners na na o trace a foreigners
no our shares
on shares so we tell say onye owner no
o dissolute
of the shares no floaty and onu ani na mfo abeto no mo de ko property na wa no o ko check records na property ni ye fa ni say ni redeem mu a I want to bed in what fasidi mu a obesi da akwa say
you can still interrogate.
No, you can interrogate.
Oje Hanan dey or say na o ma Nigeria 5,000 cedis a month. And yet say how could you acquire $1.6 million if you what does it?
No, that one is so direct. It's so direct. I said I know to me is here. If I say me procure a 2-bedroom be at the amount and in future no you be find it out. At the time that ownership no, you don't know the arrangement and maybe they pay for that thing. Do you get it? And there are a lot of arrangements on the cleaning musica. Let me go on. See, OSP one. Me have said it without number say. OSP office no. It was needless in the first place to set it up. See, even we are still struggling with the mandates of the AG and the Minister of Justice.
Yeah.
We are saying at this point, we should decouple the two. We should separate the office of Attorney General from the Ministry of Justice. Now, Attorney General, no, you're public prosecutor, and then the Minister of Justice, no, on defending on
That's all.
Yeah, can't come away. And look at me. What about the setting office way at the Baby Siono? Me bisa who watches the watchman? Okay, say OSP Eddie kind by press conference or declare a fugitive no.
Any February.
Oba no beki kan nsem ta. Yes so ye waso ye wonan ye te. Ye bisa say OSP obi ni di nkomo. Ono anadafo won sa description na o ma say nadafo ni Dr. Ini and o say no. It's the same relationship ade no no ye and obi friend no phone so hello minia unim say case we dey mini pa no pacho we dey obetumi a withdraw. It's that the same way no withdraw the first one. Nipa no friend ni anim. Nipa no friend no.
Are you serious?
Oh. As Mashada metimi abodin microphone see they are making and for some no way o say obey the case no me ba it is the same me from because o say economic circumstances look at such an important matter on board I hear discussing about corruption no na first about discussing personal relationships na me want very say Otu me no chance see hwe ma me nka bibia o ye madam fo pa but so ko di sebi nkwasasem bi o ba bi na o di bone basa na etufo na wanti a me tumi associate me won say na minimum dada o da bi AC ba me pese me nchiro say won tumi ba sa asem we o ho no no ye kase ye hia kronfo ye fa ne bra o say madam fo nie e na o ye mi say e no kra me na me to ne block so ma no me kra ne fie fo kra me ko di fufu o ho no ye pesa account no dey hide
yeah the former
the former
waste of taxpayers
the former yeah
waste of taxpayers
because uchi wo na I
they are wasting public money.
And you know the office of the prosecutor na questions be answers be some of them yeah also some ready places amukoko normal kwa ransaki yakwachi we up to today all the press conferences value of money assets that they have retrieved almost to be published because amu call siladapa journalists one and they will tell you amu ko se sika ko saniama I don't have value ni environment tuja amu call is legend amu call operation na I don't know my breakdown of what they found what amu ba no about be blow hair hot air the following day no be fa fufuro
na yakasa
oh my ejuma don't kaka what is on sisa na adwe etimi yemfa OSP asem to nchen muna mo mano sa highlight because game no obo because game no obo no onim into oya no be press conference o be ankonam oya ankonam ni wie pe no abegina onum na case no hwe kana frata case ya start ye onu ya prime suspect o matter in 50 February ye nya results bia year we end say more 25 years I mean call 26 ube one say next year obe drag I mean one unim hanan mu ni gi chaware mu ni ayum nyina krono akoso nyina no esanso for this same kanofuriata up to today banking sector cleanup exercise unim say all the time omaye baku mienu miensa they still have not been able to come to terms the real value sika they're spending here
exactly
because every time be figure necessary. All these things have happened under this same person. Or no a prime suspect, no. On na move on gusi. Yes, say your boss say bekumo suno. Now people won ko din kusi echi a we plan time ni be sunu tumi nya adwuma no. Enti say kusi na mudi di echi na fine. But suno o do kra na me dey ye pe no. Mo ko fa kanofurata no. Mo make sure so obeba. And I see there are a lot of discussions so I want some your family and friends. You catch a President John Dramani Mahama senior appointees any conform more they want to pretend say omo we my classmates me in the hall e will go me in the coach school we
50 one no
that's what they are trying to do. See there are some many issues omo reduce no to chronism friendship and then omo person me say we minimum dada
yeah
na kasha obi onu against President John Dramani Mahama we vote tia na aka no asemboni sa one of the CEOs we got to sa guy no ho a political person brought him because of politics now so wa jani pa no because of your mate doesn't make sense we so wa jani pa no adwuma mu ho because we dey fi no o grassroots for comedy omo ye dede omo nya hwenye na wo aja sa nipa fanatics no dey ato ho no so what I'm trying to say is among be and for some classmate busuafo we dey otoduane bi ma menra anase minimum no we want. We see, if this government fails to execute and prosecute the oral agenda, no. You people should angry, Papa. See, you people should not reduce the discussion to elections. It goes beyond that. The anger level will not arise. If they don't manage it well. Any elections are democracy. Democracy, na kasa ya person, ebe crashing. Because after all, why? What's the point in changing government? You change. Now we have a change. You invite people, there will be anarchy. And me, I enjoy Ghana. Manage Ghana. Who me person me kobe biya. They should do the right thing.
The reason why Nana Akufo-Addo is president, yeah, coup d'etat, is because the soldiers saw in Mahama an alternative.
That's true.
Mahama and Tina Kouensi Ghana were lied. Because Kouensi
around Ghana,
it wasn't different from that.
Especially with what was saying.
Inflation as far as 54.
Let me count radio to say. It's good somebody years in come to Akufo-Addo. I said it already. Me, I'm here civilian.
I know what you
Oh, my count. Oh, I said it. I mean, publicly. My count. Send me to Akufo-Addo bind them to go. Soldiers for no Uncle Akufo-Addo, I forget. Mahama no mu in as alternative. It's in your divine canon. Mama, my friend, Yabro. Yamaka say if we fail, not yan chia kromfo yan we are just inviting me.
That me be said, Kisi Jabe, so or coffee. At the end of the month, or withdraw salary. For good 3 years, or withdraw salary. Your man fuel, your man police, any soldier for the escort. Your father say, oh, yeah, my. So, Bojuma. Don't you want to hear Juma?
Why are you taking salary?
I saw coffee. He should resign. He has failed. He's a failure. The guy is a failure, complete failure.
Asamba kwa divine kan ya.
Meto old one was he?
I said million mama kati me.
Asamba kwa divine kan ya. Menene ya adwen 2000%. They say democracy ya woni sisi ano. You share even the voting margin between NDC and the MPP in 2024 elections now. Echere ade bakope. Nimpa pi hu se the MPP aban ewie sika from properties no e wo se to twa. Na etumi echi amanfo omo yesa. Intimidate bi so a asema secretary kan ye fifi kwete kan ye about the fact say amanfo frefre e person omo cut deals so abonten na amanfo go scot free to mo US kana say koso sai wo say hwani ejai esan say the moment the hope and the confidence are Ghana for nya omutu aboma no say ko from pe na waka bi democracy will be nowhere to be found esan say sikedie any sikewia no e koso yie pa na Kenoforiata one of the biggest fish in the pool yentumi ama na ma yan charge no na sika sebi afa ne nsase no yan recover ebe ha adwinye pa eninti na yaka se OSP office ni dia me hunu se fie na koya me party we must initiate process to collapse a particular office na yan hwe se yan resource the already established and existing investigative bodies no say enkamen ko say ye de kenten konsuo na ye hwe ska no results na ye resource that office no or call round in circles ye who results be a be harding enti the NDC continues stay in power no it is coterminous to the fact say ye betumi execute the aura na ye kan ye no ye ntumi anye na ya yankrofo e cut deals na corruption e koso a that is the beginning of the end of the NDC and democracy in general.
Very well. When you say at the end of the day, rules na mo ye through big push. But they are gonna phone card. At the end of the day, if you cry kind hospitals, how do I see? At the end of the day,
yes,
yen kind how a city $1. But at the end of the day, you bet kai a cromfwa here, mochi wumutu. Magnus.
Nana.
Because Ghanaians are hungry.
Yes.
See a better comfort than the economy.
Yes.
Mahama can do everything with the economy. But
don't get chill. Chini has a feed 5 cities a day.
Huh?
Not get chill. They will retrieve the money before they jail you.
Nana, what can something na? Say even before John Dramani His Excellency will take office, no, he set up Aura. Internet say Aura no. We cannot disappoint Ghanaians. esan say okay we see hospitals we see schools we yi akwan na so na ya taxi tua no amount for the monsa bu me this kana what is the essence of all this infrastructure
but you say kisi Jamaica say atonjala ayene new pa or ndamfo or
more of papa also
yes
until mumelu no they like press briefing atonjala suka so your press conference dabia he even killed the person before taking to court.
No, office of the special prosecutor I think that he's enjoined by the law. Say I think quarterly and at an appreciable
on state.
Yeah, so
Atonya then they say a government program, governance accountability series.
No,
they be
you should change the narrative.
We divine kind we have employed the government until day in day out they must brief the people. It got to a point I'm for see our prosecutions no. There was about the
because he hasn't won any case yet.
No, it's a process. You see, the legal system.
10 months.
It's very
10 months is 10 months is enough. Or who be 10 months.
In Myanmar or the court, no, the court must be allowed to function.
Well, Chairman, in as much as I agree with you, sir. Courts now.
Yes.
I also disagree with you. First, I held that position, but I have changed that position. Say, Attorney General, my inconsistent report because I'm here. Ghana phone TSC Bonia and Crofon with
yes.
So we must understand. And was it divine? And who was saying, no. MPP for crowd boys, no, and
yes.
Okay,
it's
I don't know more. We updated Ghanaians. If that's the case, first question you have.
Sorry, an office.
That is the office. That is the office. Communications office.
Our successor.
Who coordinates? No. The best person to do it is the AG himself. Yes, as the AG himself, only the prosecution.
Say all the brief that Attorney General, you know. So on winning cases and these people go to court and won now. What do you think they'll do?
See, Odia, asam no kra no send yet no yepe. Hwe unim chairman, unim the information we yepe no. Who's a President John Dramani Mahama bae? Just some few months bia around March was on Mekaya. Food suppliers for Kopekete ewo Ministry of Finance.
Yes.
Okay, that's
I'm quite demonstration. Not that time, just this year.
This
year, see in Chiomuka. School feeding any suppliers for no. Meanwhile, that's Okabrani, Odia Fan say Hanan first Sky. Scandal meant for the suppliers, no. It was me a car.
And me see.
See, Odia here, Salis. Ghanaians must know, sir. Something happened. We must know.
Kasa na dia obi call prison no.
Any prison kwa accountability. See, when you shed light on corruption, it's also a form of deterrent.
One at a time.
We were in this country when former Attorney General or the member of Parliament Kokot Dabia even started the person from Kokot. Say who cry pa? Until sa expose Attorney General. Don't you think say we should the case should be calling every day to speed up the case.
I agree
and that's what I'm thinking.
And that is why in some of the cases the president through the Attorney General and the Chief Justice have established and they are going to establish
I know your auditors report
fast track court.
But in any case, fast track high court and all those ones.
We
agree with you, sir. Attorney General should go to court
every day.
Cases.
Court every day.
Also agree with our position, say Attorney General be briefing here. And these same people in the coming election, because so many anybody.
Yes.
So we need to be briefed.
Yeah, brief. Dubo I senior no. They are here Akufo-Addo, Minister of State, Finance Minister of State at the finance, right?
And so minister. And so minister.
Yes, so yeah, there. Mobile brief here up to date. Yeah, Hute. Adubo Junior issues the case back. Yeah, brief here. Yeah, Hute. Where's Hanan so there? Yeah, brief here. Yeah,
Chairman. Ma yanka say anti Hute. Processing the ekoso. What trail the all year or court. You see, Nana Otu can be. And my who corruption course in the previous government. In Tiabanasa, Ube who says Sika fa any Omudi any. By a shasia, ye prosecute you. Me know ya say yes, some Ghanaians are not patient, and I agree with them. because you can say amanfo wiesika amanfo diska or the atodan will recover all those loot now or person who results but we see who say yes me cut down basic separation of powers ya investigation ewie ye ntumi nchini ntumu sa e we say the court na court na fa process ne so the only thing we can encourage is say we can also appeal to the court say assembly bar they should expedite action.
Even President Mahama appeal.
Thank you.
High Court judge. That's what I'm saying. That need less adjournment.
Yes.
That is the main thing.
Thank you.
If you remember.
And I think say yes, your concerns are valid. I agree with you perfectly. Esan say results in the bar. And the epe. You see your comedy ani on me. You say what mean say nipa no. We are the ampa. You are prosecuting no. We have taken over his properties. We are selling. The state is getting results from it. And the epe. But since I adopted democracy, then a divine can ye. No matter how annoying the whole thing is innocent until proven guilty. No, that's what the law says. We have not changed it.
I'll come back to your appeal, but divine. Ocean send him away, you know, with an honest spectacle. Do you honestly believe that this government will win this war of Operation Recover All?
You're on the way to
based on a Nema AC, Ukikambum, Office of the OSP, Attorney General, Juma, Omoye, vis-a-vis the plea bargainer, Nanaku Fatmo Institute here, you know, I'm against it, and yet, Attorney General Krakai, you just need to have 70% of the money, and I mean, what's your assessment as a country of the year?
You know, what's important right now, and they say, once a baby a srabo for nyame bo man pisi no be kona bon samon so to Tony Kobe. So you should understand say the people always play tricks. So and it's straightforward sir, because imagine say obi say gift your worry ye be no press conference in March no. April or start call police hospital yes na dwemu ka no. Or no more say na psychological problem ni yi. The BI invite no. Invite no. Invite no for every investigative EBR or so on Tiapo. August do ya, Mami Adjumon Canibu, Wako contest GFA second vice elections were winning. Or winning we are Panajuma Sasa Canibu. Yashan or Kota Yano. And so who tricks or more yano. And you see how the minority is trying to also frustrate the case in because of Jai press conference. See, I'm engaging a lot of journalists, especially person just say, and that trick, you know, the NDC people almost fell for the trick. Say, you know, Casado the press conference in the who here. Because that position, you know, is their game, sir. Amunye di no mo ko behind the scenes, enko dealing, enko cutting deals. Eti no kasa ne de ehia yen kasa o medi ntro ana o fa asem meto obi so, but say the facts in it no a o ma uncover no almost stating no just as it is. On sa SML utie OSP report here o say findings are KPMG de ba out no kra na say o mo kra no o ma show chenye no na say o ma fa ensam ni nyina amba metudwa in terms of value for money. Now one of their senior most people no na say appointing no GRO KPMG for omo bosses for the back no and ya fan no no partner. So you ask yourself say information ben na nyina until you see some of the things one more. That's why me dey say abaya sesa me the excitement that me holding abaya sesa is good good in say changes here ye change ya aye change ya kasa nkomo we bedi time omuya nkabete time omuya you break your mother, you break your father, break the age, break onye, break your channel sana masa time ni nyina no
break on chepa
that time ni nyina. What do you think said what do you think was the agenda?
Break the check
to cover up.
The agenda was to cover up and then continue to create and loot and steal from the people. Akronfo intimidate saade ya okay. We are just hoping say aban we ebe make sure say sa keta hihye ne proye no omo be deal with the issue say it no head on say CA. And you see me tete say mebre be yin nyina ha kwan ho sa de na bi mu pese omo fa chire ni aba wo dem ni aba wo fie na omo invite for party na mo no mo nsa mo didi ukono ko wi preko wakokori beef wakori na say wo didi wo ato I'm going to the ref your moon say Ghana form of Juma.
No, as a pan,
Let me say, I'm a refugee. It's Ubecono, no more party. The same people no movie I and I, some got your mom, Munio party. No Munio Muchibom. And you know some of the people no or to or see where me former classmates. Unbelievable in a vision, unbelievable in it. No a January, now we have for her, no Akakoshia way. Me the president John Ramani Mahama neso man name or this form. So the bear and Crofo and Gun anymore. Yes. Now imagine look at the expose Metro Mass Papa Ibe. Imagine say Metro Mass I auction more than 300 buses. They turn as low as 2,700 Ghana cedis.
Metro Mass. Sir.
2,000. They are the boy deal with cry 6,000.
It will be 2,005.
Solo, Usubeka and they are walking on the street.
When we na akoso, when you say Tom we no make 2 point something million. Obobeko as at February. Everybody na no more post o. Omo to one more discount oboko account no empty.
And they are walking on the street.
And you know me 40,000.
And
now 2 point something billion they 40,000. We have 40,000 out better.
You convert 2 tuber of yam. And that jelu. And now I confirm near for district second court near Timujelo 10 years.
I'm still divine connected to that place.
Really? I want to know you. And they call them, I get the money.
It's no to media President John Dramani Mahama, the Adeniki Kono. Miminka by no be, Mimwechile. And I'm praying, say, Jumedie be a sin and so no. Enko ye, enko senie, tesenie, sene fata. Because at the end of the day, if he feels, I'm scared of what's it's so and so. I'm scared. Misro. Because
for the country.
I fear for the country. And you know, sir, when Nana Domuni MPP mobile, no, Omusuba mbi omuda na dininti no. Adia me for the first time in my life, Odo Google abehu me. I brought to the embassy say Obi and sponsor me out of the country. My bread, me person me fi Ghana because of Nana do buying way.
American embassy.
Yeah, me trust to all the embassies because them a bread or money mu and a patriotism. Omusuba ni patriotism who share. I'm say activity na cause na me make say a more psychological. Ethical and we must work on the minds of people because they have seen how the MPP people behaved. Left, right, center. We are the pointer. It is the change, you know. Change now. Abano na man of what say. As I say, she put the mindset and the thinking of the people. And the thinking in the shape, you know, is part of. These measures are binding the Guakwemu to create that fear, say, or by Sikano. At the said Okono. So Osaka, Yadamawa, Yankikan yo. Obehono said Okono, na maski, ice kinky. Would the woman say better friends, because so don't say, Yakan in a check, Yakan in a channel, so pay. But the ice kinky no Yadokuno, now carrier, Yakan no be and be Duqua. So, says see this half year no a sheni pemu or man sika die no eyehu
na kufa de dokron man no be
na kufa na wo scan me
on do many
na hwe mami gas emi kire o madam for fi Congo any Uganda mo buy last over the weekend no wouldn't say one of the guys at baby and no man news or no more person interested, they want to hear happenings in America so and na omo scan bi and also mean converting into dollars. Who do say all this cannot say it's in the public maybe say like all the year day. And one of the guys suggested to me say, you know, the African politician and the leader can still help the people solve their problems and still enjoy the kind of lifestyle na be na woje enye uma enye uvie enye be abeda vacation chilling na ya tie kra obenyi bedu ba bi na wa wi sika sa na ya chi milk ya chi sugar ya chi dokoro dem be chi doso utimi fro ekinu se na nipa wi sika ye di mi de bu say gift your worry uti onum sika ya woji look at the salary, it's not small salary na wajuma ben why o enye sense ka we salary dem awo what's aso do din akwa shemu as a service personnel who we ya uku enya scholarship pa yes so say wo na wo won ne dan paso enti no esa obenya emotional yi wo so tell allowance say uku enya scholarship sense ka bia mu di na yete ha hwe okako bagi munya sika even sika mo nya we achi ni na na mo hanan mo makako bagi expired rice
Sand no pasare.
Expired rice so e dey koma mo rebagi e present free SHS na mo dey man crofo na e defend na crofo e ma ye se aduane ni nyam se mo shut up na mo threaten headmasters intermediate
abayan se sapa antinka Ghana hafa
who be sami sanka abayan
I'm just thinking sanka emba MPP say we need
na no too me abayan we buy from January the be seen there me nya one city she sister on my brabom. But if I tell you the comfort I have and the hope I'm a working organ, you have no idea. One city,
oh yeah, Mama Ghana, President it. One city.
I'm people boys no all more. And you're not street in the moon. I ain't seeing you. That's it.
Oh, but Divine Bajuma. People like Divine. Chema wing of it. No, because you're here. Solo. These are people who are directly NDC.
Yeah.
But one some certain focus.
That's true.
So people like this, see a building national. They deserve.
They are all included. Yeah.
That goes to
me. I'm not talking like I'm telling you. Tell me. Yeah, go.
What's the next topic? What's the next topic?
This is what
okay. This is only next topic. They can say. Mahama, Nanotu.
Some comfortable.
Mahama, sa video na. Aso na. Boadu camp pharmacy. Na so ya ni no. Ni owayire de. Owayire. Owa badaye. Owarida.
Okay, ma yanhwe video no. I but to faso je ni no video eto sumai.
Se no odika bo oba no.
Onye ni
sa ko ba no sa baba bo oba no.
That is oba no ye soja ni
penny ba.
Ex
soja. 2-star general.
Eno osa ko back to the pharmacy.
Yeah.
Obone ye no hwi. The show body up osa ko ko
oya ko do ahina su
at the end of the day no at the end of the day do you know why I saw or this scan to my boy na yende na boy na fa eduro no man no okoye I many before to that extent I thought say your former discipline so they know oya nyum gwati ni pap hey me say bob obano China you worry. I don't know if Divan you are married, isn't it? We are bachelor. No, I've married since 2002.
You are doing well.
Yes, I've been married for over 22 years now or 23 years now. My first one is 23. You're going to 23 years.
Married to your wife alone.
What does that? I'm a penny. Me too 1 million. But over 22 years now. Or 23 years now. I'm married to one woman. Anyway, that's what you want to hear. What you say?
My wife is listening.
I also see so they say. On say because I say better one every time. That one there. And yes, we need to. Better one can so. Oh, that one my wife knows that better one. My wife can. Since 2002 today,
let's come back home.
But they are telling say so you know they are yen bad.
Okay, so no me pass son. So Son member.
Where said where?
Today what? What? You know what? Hey, go put me in the movie, so I am with you. Hey, you say? Hey, People up like that. What back? What man?
They need orientation. That's orientation. Such a person, I saw we hear it. And now bar. The son of the young man. Majority said this young man probably has not married yet. What was born and share and I friends
and one waka
the testicles. Upon all what you got on testicles. According to someone, no, sir, Baba Nini upon him and say, I know Bonichi. Once you saw you on him, or Boa, forever ever. You dream, live with it. I know. No, who you did? Tell you so, no, who you did. Tell of Bob Boy, no, and of Barson or Bob Girl, no. No, where you say, Jenny, where you say unity, straight away to the theaters. Not get say unity, I say I'm prosecuted, no. He's had to be prosecuted. Because before bed, what is that? Forces there, before bed. These vulnerable people, look at the young guy. What was that of Pierre Gallo? Now, get a picking the phone. I was a trying to picture. Because he was very volatile. Yeah. He was wild. Until picking the phone. After all, the man left to right. No, this is a shameless man. Very shameless.
Ghana Armed Forces commences investigation into inappropriate conduct of soldiers. In line with the directive from the presidency, the Ghana Armed Forces wishes to inform the general public that investigations have begun into the inappropriate conduct of some soldiers during an encounter.
Left and right.
So that is it.
And about back.
Oh, now get out your thing.
What do I buy now? Hey! Of the other couple
about 3 times.
About the chicken home. About the cock, about the sin. Come on. Where?
Is it because of video?
Yes.
Guy with the like it's why we don't even say like he dumped all the consequences.
I think he wasn't aware.
He wasn't aware that there's a camera there.
Because somebody I say, "Oh, share for that video no." After later, I'm here calm no. Obi abe panic chow. Na it say what church ase. Mo abo ma wie no.
Right too late.
There be no more panic chow. Be wa abo ma wie no.
Some panic chow.
Oh, madam ne buy, we on be panic chow. Man go for buy be. I say or church ni say na. O be panic chow say pa chow be mboye bi o dey do sika be ma. Na o jar ho.
I just say akwa we I also we so go wash ma sibi.
Me me sure azugu microphone ni bia.
Azugu bra champo microphone. We be the diploma ko I also we so go.
Oh no. It's a disgrace to the Ghana Ghana Armed Force. It's a disgrace. And they will take a swift action against you.
But my major quick commentary on this then.
Divine. Make us say me your opinion asaka kan nyina. This particular soldier no. There was here investigating no. You're prosecuting no.
Now investigation being video.
And say and Divine can the person is innocent until proven guilty.
Like what?
Definitely they'll ask questions. They'll find out what happened.
Very well.
But I think say under no circumstance, and I was a member of security, under no circumstance, regardless of the provocation, also nyabutre. Inti, mami zooming into quickly into
the lower
quickly into
but the lower abdomen.
Now to assembly so very topical. I think that we must educate Ghanaians on the issue of keeping short hair. Abra nkwarawo school mo. Put the issue in perspective. Amount for a bomb minister, but I would say what the minister said no. Something a whole long time. I'll share the GES code of ethics anymore. A chess Aquara school. I was so in it evenly low all round. There are several arguments. There is no connection between growing of hair and intelligence. I agree. But the fact is that say Aquara entity it was say Aquara appear in a uniform way. The uniform way no say an entire pay. But the fact is that we should encourage our young ones to be able to obey rules. And to the attorney say, yes, Mijidi said there can be exceptions. they see, for example, at Achimota School, no, on health grounds, on religious grounds, you can keep your hair. But the fact is that, my man who said they have freedoms unfettered, freedoms unlimited. The fact is that, maybe say 3 years, and now senior high school, 2.5 years, no. Sakwarabe unity, it you with me concentrate on what he or she is being taught at Ebeboa.
And it's not want to concentrate.
You see,
school, young lady, yeah, well grown from the Mofrasi. Out him saying the tree now, yes, 3 years, Binti, 123 winning. Now one son grow.
That argument, me say, yes, you see, me say, a completely flawed.
You can't see na give to worry.
Yes,
but infrastructure. So what's the correlation?
The arguments can be made, say, almost education here much more advanced than ours. Me know, yes. What I'm telling you is that me did say even issue about hair, growing of hair, cutting hair. No, that is not the most important thing. Yeah, share issues about what infrastructure, but the fact is that me know and that is what we must address. But the fact is that my man Koran who said they have unfettered rights, they can do anything at all. And I agree with the minister. That rule must be maintained after 2 years, 3.5 years. And you're crashing. So you need here. And you're shame.
Of a case, and I know to that you lie. The soldier is NDC.
I saw the beef from Ras Mubarak to the current education minister, and I see that it is needless fight now. Ras Mubarak say, what does that got to do with double salary and then I think he was attacking the integrity of Haruna. Now Haruna, your senior brother. Haruna, in any case, if they were taking double salary, Haruna was the one who instructed us to pay him double salary. It was a government. It was a finance minister. Anambwa. There was a whole government at the time.
No, but we should not be preaching that.
No, I'm saying there was a whole government at the time.
Machinery pays you double.
Hold on. And I'm saying that it was everybody. It was those who were in government at the time. Anambwa.
Okay.
So you shouldn't bring this when he's calling that the students should bow their head or have a down head in terms of 3 years or 2 years in school. But I also completely disagree with the minister to some extent in the sense that no person you reference na Bruchina Nkolano Kwasku no more young tino. That are they more human beings than us? So I think say if the person, it's not about the hair, it's about the person concentration, it's about the teachers,
and it's about the
So what is rather preaching, what I wanted the Minister of Education should rather preaching should be about teachers now. That is why I think that the Education Minister should have even introduced more sanctions. More sanctions, more punitive sanctions now. Omodi buy, me say mo buy code of ethics and that. But as to punitive action now, because school say or Bible Quran or still look beautiful. Teacher will continue to do what they are doing. So I think we needed something to make sure, to deter teachers from casing our small
Thank you, Chairman.
Because I'm about SSO.
Thank you.
SS.
For unity.
Yeah, sir. Another commanding or unity. Or unity no. Because their school is very disciplined.
Very well. That just says school when you.
But then boss school.
Very well. Senior, about your 2 minutes now.
Unim. So you need the. Some brand so ni mu. The oye na enyefe. Ena untumi enyo bia utumi kita weapon.
Okita weapon ko mutu.
Uni unya emotionally intelligent. Uni patience sa. Na just say we no form no crowd street mu a.
Me si okita to at that point.
Boni obeye no. Oda oni my member a school for na eti omo ntwa mutini dey. Na no to me have a position on this matter.
Okay.
And they say your BBF friend is a monkeys play by sizes. And Nyama be no more. I think say yesua cultural wise no yesua atra. Oh, say people are making examples say affect a student no and a teen na then ojanity America and crane or no. See, class in Biana fa plan bia. You have to put into account geographical, topographical, a lot of factors. Cultural and yama. Let's look at our setup, our educational setup. I'm an only crown who trimming the kind a collab no bruni trimming. Trimming text channel. And yet, we need a text channel and yet pay. One, you have to think about it. Secondly, most of the schools are brought from community schools. Day schools. Upon our best year,
I see, no, to here in Europe, I'm sorry, no, Europe. I see here in Europe, most schools are 99% day school.
Day school, yeah, if you are no, I best say GSCS or Takrade. And that's why again, when you say countries we all know more, most countries in Europe near you know who a mosquito near Dream Poda. Tio,
That's what you're saying.
Mitch, now, dear, Abroni, a Janet 3 year GN, oh, who mosquito da, dear, aha. Your name mosquito net because of your baby, your one, your weather system, warm, humid. When you say for the first time, Iceland for who mosquito bako. First time last week, bako a big news crash here and then they capture someone who a bako. It's all these things, you know. So, oh, balance a whole dream one. As I see a dream,
my brother be say, my Otu, my brother be know that. Or say, my brother. Let the AG, they say, my brother, we like what the AG is doing, but did you know why the MPP are complaining? Because the AG is exposing them big time.
Of course, unfortunately, we have some advert to run. So, but what Vake said, Otu Darko, please, everybody should stop attacking Education Minister Honorable Haruna Iddrisu, because when cut your hair statement came, I'm getting a lot of job. Sorry, Baba. No, it was munya sense